If alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation x squared plus 10x plus 2 equal to 0, and alpha is greater than beta, find the following expression. Now, x squared plus 10x plus 2 is equal to 0. Since the root of this expression, which is x is equal to alpha and x is equal to beta, that means adding minus alpha to both sides of this part of the equation, you have x minus alpha equal to 0, because this will cancel out things. Or if you add minus beta to both sides of this part of the equation, you have this will cancel out. You have x minus beta equal to 0. That means x times x minus alpha times x minus beta is equal to 0. This will be transformed. Let's say we use this to multiply this and this. So we're going to have x times x minus beta, then this is minus alpha times x minus beta equal to 0. If we expand this expression, we have x squared minus beta x minus alpha x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now this expression is something as x minus alpha plus beta all in brackets times x plus alpha beta equal to 0. That means since alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, then that means x squared minus alpha plus beta times x plus alpha beta is equal to x squared plus 10x plus 2. Now, since this expression is equal to this expression, that means the coefficients should be the same. Then now the coefficient of x squared is 1 on this side and also 1 on this other side. The coefficient of x in this in the left hand side is minus alpha plus beta minus bracket open alpha plus beta equal to plus 10. Now if we divide all through by minus 1, you have minus divided by minus, it becomes plus, so you have alpha plus beta. Now minus plus divided by minus is to give you minus 10, so my plus 10 divided by minus 1 to give you minus 10, so alpha plus beta is equal to minus 10. Then these other constants will be equal to this, so alpha beta is equal to 2. So we have gotten to expression. So we are asked what is the value of this first equation, which is I all over beta minus 1 all over alpha. Now, what is the lowest common denominator for this? The lowest common denominator is alpha beta. So That means alpha, inverse of beta minus inverse of alpha will be equal to multiplying the lowest common denominator, using the lowest common denominator to multiply the fraction, and also use the lowest common denominator to also divide the fraction. So this, if this cancels this, it remains as this. So if we now use this to open up these brackets by multiplying this inside, so we have alpha beta times the inverse of beta minus alpha beta times the inverse of alpha, all divided by alpha beta. This cancels this. You have alpha minus this. Alpha cancels alpha, you have beta all over alpha beta. Now we know this one down here, which is equal to 2, but we don't know alpha minus beta. Now for us to look for alpha minus beta, we now say alpha minus beta square will give us what? Will give us alpha beta times alpha beta, alpha minus beta times alpha minus beta. So this will be the same thing as saying using this to multiply this and this. So using this to multiply this, you have alpha times alpha minus beta, then using minus beta to multiply this, which is alpha minus beta. So if we expand this, alpha times alpha is alpha square, alpha times minus beta will be minus alpha beta, minus beta times alpha will be minus alpha beta, minus beta times minus beta is plus beta square. So we have this as alpha square minus 2 alpha beta plus beta square. So this is the same thing as saying alpha plus beta, alpha square beta square minus 2 alpha beta. Now we have gotten this to be equal to this. We have gotten alpha minus beta all squared equal to alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. Now we also know that alpha plus beta all squared is same thing as alpha plus beta times alpha plus beta, which is same thing as saying alpha times alpha plus beta, that is using the whole of this multiplying this, then plus beta using the whole of this multiplying plus beta times alpha plus beta. This times is alpha times alpha will give you alpha square, alpha times plus beta will give you plus alpha beta, plus beta times alpha will give you plus alpha beta, plus beta plus beta times plus beta will give you plus beta square. So this is the same thing as alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. So this is alpha plus beta all squared. So now you have alpha plus beta all squared equal to alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta. Now if we subtract minus 2 alpha beta to both sides, we now have alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta, which is equal to this one cancel on this, you have alpha square plus beta square. So we have gotten this, which is alpha square plus beta square equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus alpha minus 2 alpha beta. Now we have gotten this expression equal to this. Now can I call this equation? Let me call this equation 1. Let me call this equation 2. So substituting this expression x square plus b square equal to this into equation 1. Let me write equation 1. Equation 1 is alpha minus beta all squared equal to alpha squared plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta. Now if we substitute this for this, if we substitute this for this, that means whenever we see this expression, we replace it with this value. So which is this? So we're going to replace this with this. So we're going to change this value to this value here. So we're going to change the whole of this, which is now will be alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta, and then minus 2 alpha beta. So the whole of this is this. So this is the same thing as saying alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. So that means this minus alpha minus beta square is the same thing as this. Now we have this to be what? Minus 10 squared minus, this is 4 times this other one is what? It's 2. It's 2. Okay, it's 2. Alpha beta is 2, so say 2. This square is 100. Minus 8. So this will give us 92. So we have alpha minus beta all squared equal to 92. So alpha minus beta is equal to, taking the square root of both sides. So the square root of both sides, this alpha minus beta will now be square root of 92. So we now have the square root of 92 should be the answer for this. Now, and what we want to get is, the expression we want to get is this. Now we have alpha minus beta all over alpha beta to be equal to square root of 92 all over 2, because alpha beta is 2. So this is it. Okay, this is the answer. There's no need. So this is the answer for what I want to solve for. So we're done with this. This is equal to this, and which is this, and this is what we write. Then the next question is alpha cube minus beta cube. We have alpha cube minus beta cube. And so the next one is this alpha cube minus beta cube. So if I now decide to divide all show by, if I decide to divide, let's say this will now be equal to alpha minus beta times beta cube, alpha cube minus beta cube all over alpha minus beta. So this expression here is something like this, because when you cancel out this, it remains the same. So now I need to use alpha minus beta to divide this. So I will now find the quotient of this. So you have alpha cube minus beta cube. Now if I divide it with this, using this alpha to divide this alpha cube, I will have alpha square. So using this alpha square to multiply this and this, alpha cube times this will give you alpha square times alpha will give you alpha cube. Alpha times minus beta will give you minus alpha square beta. So if you minus the whole of those, this one will cancel out. You now have alpha square beta minus beta cube. Now if you use this to divide this, you have plus alpha beta. Now if you now use this to multiply this and this, you have alpha beta plus alpha beta times alpha will give you alpha square beta plus alpha beta times minus beta will give you minus alpha beta square. Now if you now use alpha beta square, so now if you use this to subtract this will cancel out. This will now be alpha beta square minus beta cube. Now if you use this to divide this, you have plus beta square. Now plus beta square times alpha will give you alpha beta square plus beta square times minus beta will give you minus beta cube. Now if you subtract this, the whole of this will cancel out. So it will not be, this one is only this will cancel out. It will not be 0. So that means if you use this, that means alpha cube minus beta cube divided by alpha minus beta will be giving you alpha square plus alpha beta plus beta square. So now substituting this into this equation, now we know that alpha cube minus beta cube is equal to alpha minus beta times alpha cube minus beta cube divided by alpha minus beta. Now this expression inside this bracket, let me say this minus alpha minus beta times this one inside here is this. So you have alpha square plus alpha beta plus beta square. Now we have this as alpha minus beta into alpha square plus beta square plus alpha beta Now this is the same thing as x, the square root of that. So I will now express this as alpha square as alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta square root times this one is something as alpha plus beta square all squared minus 2 alpha beta n plus alpha beta. Now this will boil down to alpha plus beta all squared minus 4 alpha beta. Then the square root of all this. This will now be alpha plus beta all squared minus alpha beta. So the whole of this we have gotten, okay, alpha plus beta is something as minus 10 all squared minus 4 times alpha beta is 2 square root. Then this one is minus 10 square minus 2. Now I have this as a square root of 100 minus 8. This one is 100 minus 2. So this would give me 98 square root of 92, which is the answer to this question, to this cube root of alpha minus cube root of beta minus cube root of beta. This is what it gives. 100 minus 2 will give you 100 minus 2 will give you 98. Then the square root of 100 minus 8 will give you 92. So that is where we end. So then the next question is alpha square minus beta square. The next question is alpha square minus beta square. This is something the same. Alpha minus beta times alpha plus beta. Now we have alpha minus beta to be equal to square root of 92, and we have alpha plus beta to be equal to minus 10. So we go to minus 10. Now that means alpha square minus beta square is equal to alpha minus beta times alpha plus beta, which is equal to square root of 92 times minus 10. So give you minus 10 square root of 92. So this is the final answer. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.